Welcome again to Cottage Talk Full-Time. I'm Russ Goldman. Joining me right now is Steve Reynolds all the way in Spain and Emilio Danello, the Fulham Shadow. Thankfully, he's not in shadow tonight, but he actually watched Fulham beat Chelsea at Craven Cottage. I can't wait to get his thoughts along with Steve's thoughts on this. This is our full-time show. We're only going to go about 20 minutes. So it's just our initial reaction to this massive Fulham victory against Chelsea. So, guys, I don't want to waste any time. Also, if you're watching live, please do subscribe on YouTube and Apple Podcasts if you're not already. And please do share your man of the match, because we'll get to that at the end of the show. Emilio, I'm going to go to you first. You were there. Opening thoughts, your initial reaction to what you watched at Craven Cottage.
Hi, Russ. Hi, Steve. I am. It's been a while since we've done these post-match shows, isn't it? It's been a long time doing these.
Long time, my friend.
It surely has.
Feels as long as the last time Fulham beat Chelsea. Was that 16, 17 years ago? That was last when under Jose Mourinho. Wow, incredible. You know, it's we've waited all this long. This team just the confidence just grows and grows and grows. You know, the belief there, that the arrogance to go out there and beat, you know, a Champions League winning team from 2 years ago. I know they're going through a lot of turmoil at the moment, but don't take anything away from this club. This club has got confidence. It's got belief. You know, we weren't at our best tonight, let's be frank. You know, we played better this season and lost, but we still are finding a way of grinding out results, playing good football at times, scoring goals. And we're always a threat, you know, going forward. And, you know, I thought we deserved the win. We wanted to win more. We played at times well. You know, there were some nervy moments here and there. But look, the fact that a promoted side can beat so-called Champions League winning team from 18 months ago, you know, club spending hundreds of £1 million. What arrogance that this Fulham Football Club can go and beat one of the best clubs in the world. I'm proud of this team. I'm absolutely proud of this team. And, you know, we deserve the 3 points tonight just by sheer belief, determination, hard-fought win, to be honest. At times we struggled, you know, especially central midfield. We weren't at our best today, but Chelsea were 6s and 7s throughout the game as well. And not taking anything away from Fulham, we did what we had to do. But, you know, this Marco Silva, blimey, you know, you deserve to be coach of the season at this rate.
Okay, excellent.
Amazing victory. And, you know, we're all proud of this club, absolutely proud of this club.
Very proud, my friend. And thank you for those wonderful opening thoughts, your initial reaction. You were there. Over to you, Steve. I want to get your opening thoughts. You and I talked about this actually just a few minutes ago. I know you're very excited, but you said something to me that I find interesting, and I want to talk about this. And anyone watching live, I want to get your thoughts on this. You said to me, winning this match, they deserve to win the match, but it was personal. Talk about it.
Yes, I mean, I know generally it's been championships, so it's always been QPR, Brentford, but there's always been that thing with Chelsea. My father was a Chelsea supporter. My entire family are Fulham supporters. So it was just something inbred. And I think if you were to take 2-1 tonight against Chelsea, compared with, let's say, a 1-0 win against Brentford, I think most fans would sit down and say, yeah, Chelsea was the one we wanted to do. It doesn't happen that often, but I still think clubs are underestimating just how good we are as a team or as a unit, the way we play. And I think they are still getting called out. I was worried. We've got, what have we got? Well, obviously we had Chelsea tonight. We've got Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham, 12 points. I think a lot of fans will be sitting back now, having a beer and saying, boom, that's three banks. And we're getting further away from those below us. But I think it was a performance. We had mistakes, certainly in the first half. Yeah, go on, Emilia.
Togetherness, you know, I think times, we weren't at our best at times tonight. I thought we gave Chelsea a bit too much respect. Like I said, in midfield, Reed and Powell didn't have their best games tonight, and I thought we got a little bit overfought in that midfield. And I was always nervous when Chelsea were getting in forward positions. I think they tended to attack quicker, had a bit more quality, but their final ball wasn't at the time wasn't very good, or they were a bit lackluster in the key areas. But you're right, Steve. I think over the years, I've only seen us beat Chelsea twice now. I was there in 2006, here tonight, and seen a few draws at the Cottage, a few draws at Stamford Bridge, but it's not often we beat the likes of Chelsea. As they've progressed in the last 40 years, we sort of regressed for a period of time, and now we're sort of we're 6 points ahead of them. That's unreal. Unreal to think halfway way into a season we have the arrogance to be 6 points ahead of our nearest and dearest, to be honest.
Yeah. Good stuff from the two of you. I'm actually going to share some comments. We got a ton of them, guys, as we're live, and I want to thank everyone watching live. Some very good ones. This is actually from our friend Chris Goodwin, who's the Liverpool supporter. Says this, to quote Henry Winter, who tweeted at halftime, quote, "Fulham look a team, Chelsea don't," unquote. Emilio, I think that speaks to what you watched today. They were all, as you said, 6s and 7s, and Fulham played together as a team. That, to me, speaks the volumes of what you watched. We'll talk about the red card in just a second. We'll talk about the goals.
Yeah.
But it's individuals against playing as a team. Is that a good way to look at this?
Yeah, absolutely. Me and Chris, I think we're exchanging messages at half time. I like this Henry Winter tweet. I saw it pop up, and I agree. Fulham wanted it more. We played as a unit. We tried to make things happen. Chelsea had just a lot of individual talent across the pitch, but they just didn't gel. Their body language is, I'm one to focus on body language,
right.
Attitude, and just didn't want to be on there. You can see they're either not playing for the manager or they don't believe in tactics. There's clearly some issues at that club at the moment, but that's not our problem to worry about. But Henry Winter is totally 100% spot on. We played as a team, and we wanted to win. We wanted to win the game more, and that's a compliment to this team that we believe in ourselves. We believe we can beat top teams, and Chelsea. If they think they're declining or they gave us lack of respect, that's their problem. They go home pointless, because of that. But overall, I just thought we played. Like I said, we didn't play our best throughout the game, especially second half. I thought second half we could have pressed on and pushed on further. I think we could have been a little bit more clinical at times. Right. I thought our final ball was a bit poor, but we still got the 3 points without playing well. And again, how often have we said that in the past? Don't play well and win. That's a good sign.
It's a wonderful sign, Emilio. I would have taken that 2 seasons ago under Scott Parker. We didn't see that. They would, again, be just good enough to lose, which wasn't good enough, right? In this case, you're not playing at your best, and you're still finding a way to win. I keep saying that. I'm just going to share a couple quick comments here, and then we'll move on, because I got some wonderful comments. This is from Stephen Turner. This goes back to what this means to people. I'm Fulham, born, bred, raised, and lived till 6 years ago. You can take the boy out of Fulham, but we'll never take the Fulham out of the boy. 5th generation Fulham supporter, unbelievably proud. That's from Stephen Turner. This is from our friend Wayne Walden. Hi, Russ. I was at the Cottage tonight, and I did say yesterday that Carlos Vinicius would score, and if he gets more game time, he will score more goals. We'll talk about Vinicius in just a second. Also want to mention, yes, I want to toot my own horn here. This is from Brian McCann. Great prediction too, Russ. Yes. Emilio, I predicted 2-1. I predicted 2-1. So I got that right. Okay. Looks like we might have lost Emilio for a second. That's okay. We're going to go on, Steve, and hopefully Emilio will join us shortly.
Yeah, I think on the base of the play, I think we probably deserved it. We've had so many at times things go against us. It's like the old saying, what goes around comes around. I think we got lucky, but I wouldn't detract that from the way we played in that first half. Okay. I think we had problems down the left, and I was surprised that what we would considered our best side, which is the left side with Jedi and Ream, the fact that Chelsea were pushing on that side most of the time. I was quite surprised at that. But no, I think all rounds, I think we deserved it. I thought there were certainly one or two refereeing decisions that were going against us. Put it that way.
Okay, excellent. Okay, looks like we are having some technical difficulties, so I'll go back to you.
As a representative of the Italian community, I will. I think I'm surprised that they went down the left and attacked us on our left-hand side. But I think I would say it would have been even. I think it was a goal that went in. Their goal, I'm not too sure. I thought some of the refereeing decisions weren't particularly great, but you have to take it as it comes. I thought there were some tackles that, whilst we got booked for, they didn't. But I suppose it's rough and smooth of depending, which referee you've got and who's, what's happening. I don't know whether Emilio's back with us yet or not.
Yep. Emilio, are you back with us? Can you hear us, Emilio?
Can you hear me okay? I don't know why. I don't understand why I've got technical issues.
Yeah.
The internet's usually very good at my mum's house. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. It's more important to hear you. So, so just give us your overall thoughts in the first half.
Yeah, I thought, first I was saying before you lost contact, I thought first 10 minutes Chelsea were on top. Leno made some crucial saves. I thought Chelsea were making some good runs, causing us problems on the flanks, getting some dangerous balls in the box, and Leno made some crucial saves. And we started a little bit sloppily, and that was a constant theme at times. I thought, at times the passing wasn't as neat and tight as it has been, in many of the games in the past. But we grew into that game. Vinicius, had a good chest control, and he shot just wide of the post. That gave Vinicius some confidence. Right. Bobby should have done better, hit the crossbar. So I think we were growing into that game 15, 20 minutes in, and you felt we were on the ascendancy. And I thought that when that goal came, it was totally deserved. I said Chelsea started brightly, we grew into the game, created chances, looking dangerous coming forward, and I thought that was a well-deserved lead. And William, give him his dues, didn't celebrate, so that's total respect for him as well. But he looked dangerous. It was him and Robinson linking up very well on the left-hand side, and them two have founded a very good relationship, and they're playing extremely well together. So overall, I thought we went into half-time with a justified lead. I thought we deserved that lead. And Steve was saying about some of the decisions, refereeing decisions not going our way. I agree with that.
Okay, we're continuing to unfortunately have some technical issues with Emilio. Steve, over to you. Let's go and let's talk about the second half. Unfortunately, it does not start off well for Fulham. Let's talk about the equalizer for Chelsea, and then I'll go back to Emilio.
That's it.
I think at times we have been suspect to being caught in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Those first few minutes, I don't know. You could say they're asleep, but they shouldn't be. They're professional footballers, but it can happen.
Right.
You can't. Yeah, it was a well taken goal. We could have possibly. I don't know. I don't think we shut them down enough. I think, if I remember now, bearing in mind I watched it live as you did, Russ. So I don't get the benefits of replays, but I think Robinson Gerrard didn't get across quick enough to what I think should have closed down the cross in the first place. But they get the goal, they're back in it. Simple as that. And I think it's more important the way we reacted as a team,
right,
and as a unit. The fact that Here we go. This is pride sending off, obviously. But I think even prior to that, we were starting to work as a unit. Okay, and how many times this season have we come back from being a goal down against top teams?
Yeah.
A hell of a lot of teams, the big boys, as they, United, Arsenal, City, we've always come back. And I think that is why we're doing so well this season, I think, because we got that belief, which I haven't seen for a while. Where that comes from, whether it's from, I think it comes from Silver, but I think it also comes from it's a collective of players who enjoy each other's company and work as a unit, and I think that's so important, as opposed to which United were, Man United, i.e. with the likes of Ronaldo, the so-called superstars on the outskirts. We're a small little club in West London, and that's how I want to stay.
Okay.
Because all the big teams think, yeah, you're a small little club in London. Yeah, wait till you come down to Craven Cottage, and you soon find out what a small club is all about.
Good stuff. All right, Emilio, are you back with us?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing a test here to see if the speed and the internet's still very strong. So I don't understand why I keep dropping out of StreamYard. Very strange. No idea.
No worries. We're just going to keep going. Don't worry about it, my friend. It's just good to have you on. We're not going to go much longer. So,
yeah,
Steve,
as Emilio's spokesperson, Russ, I will probably go along. Actually, I thought Felix was probably their best player. And considering that is his debut, i.e. first time, I can see why Chelsea got him, and I think actually that could be a little bit of a bargain. He was rash, red card. Oh God, no two ways about it. It was. I don't know. I'm not sure how old he is actually, João Felix, but it looked like a young player's sort of rash challenge, But I can see the talent there. Put it that way.
Right.
But it was a definite red. Yeah, no two ways about it. Did it change the game? I don't think it did a great deal. I think it's still stuck down to the fact that our perseverance, that we kept going. Because
I agree,
go on.
Steve.
Sorry, Russ, go on.
I was going to say, I agree with you that I think even with the red card, it was about a team playing against individuals. So I still saw the advantage. Now, again, it might not have looked like Fulham had the advantage, but it was just a team playing as a team. So I'm going to try to see if I got Emilio back on again. Emilio, can you hear us? We're just having no luck with Emilio tonight for whatever reason. We're just not having any luck. So, and like I said, we're not going to go much longer. And maybe we'll get Emilio on for a post-match so we can really break this down. So let's not waste any time. Let's go to the winner from Vinicius. And you and I were talking about this, Steve. I want to give Vinicius a chance here. Well, he got the match winner. Thoughts on the match winner?
I think we're slightly biased here, Russ, because both you and myself are of the opinion that we should give the lad more time, more, not get on his back. It's very difficult when you've got someone like Mitro, so you're not going to get much game time. But I think if you watch...
It was a Mitro-esque header, as Chris is saying here. It was.
Yeah, but if you watch the way, when the cross comes in, he's got two Chelsea defenders on him. He splits them, and the ball is actually going wide of the goal. So not only does he have to go between the defenders, but he actually has to move out to be able to head the ball back. So it's a much better goal than it actually looks. If you watch it again, there's I like the guy, but God, you got Mitro.
Right. But
it's
I want to
so
bring up this
difficult.
point. I just shared this. Ball from Andreas was unreal. Would you agree?
Yeah. It was a very, very good ball. But it was the way that he went between the two. He's got two people on him. He split him in two.
Yep.
But then he's also had to go back to the far side of the goal to get the header to put it in, which is not always that as easy as it looks.
Right.
I've got time for him, but it's very it's so difficult when you've got someone like Mitro.
I agree, but I want to give him a lot of credit here. He's
scored the match winner.
And
I actually thought he worked. I think he also worked hard throughout the match.
He did.
He was tracking back a lot more than he's done in previous games. Yep. So credit where credit is due.
Excellent. Okay, a couple more comments, then we'll go to man of the match. And it's about Emilio. Unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties with Emilio. This is from Sean Kennedy. Internet being compromised by the volume of Chelsea tears. I like that. And this is from Steve Turner. Trying to get Emilio back. Are we just chasing the Fulham shadow? Well, Chelsea, we're chasing our shadows tonight. See what I did there? So, Emilio, everyone wants you to come back, but unfortunately, we're just it's one of those shows where we're just having some technical problems with Emilio. But anyways, it's good to do a show. We'll get Emilio back on soon for a future episode because I miss talking to Emilio, and it was great when we could get him on. But coming up next to end the show, we're going to go to man of the match. Okay, to end the show, let's talk about man of the match. Steve, I'll go to you first. Who's your man of the match?
Oh, it's a tricky one. I'm split between two. I think Pereira had a very good game, but I think for the first half and the first half saves, I'm going to go for Leno again.
Okay.
Because that made the difference. If we'd gone down 1-0 or whatever, it would have been hard, I think, to probably get back. That is purely. But Pereira, he was class. He was good today.
Okay, I'm going to try Emilio one last time because I think the Chelsea supporters are affecting his internet. Emilio. Let's give one last chance. I'm telling you, it's the Chelsea supporters doing this to you. So we're going to end with you giving your man of the match. Let's see if they'll let you talk.
They'll let me talk. To be honest, I thought Leno had a good. I thought Leno kept us in the game in key moments throughout. Early on, I think that could have been a different issue if we conceded early. I thought he looked in control defensively and in that goal. I want to give a call out to Tete. I thought Tete, when Tete played, I feel comfortable. Okay. I feel very secure. He had a very solid game, very strong game. I thought he was our best defender tonight. Robertson did well offensively. I thought defensively at times got caught out. William was outstanding. I thought William with a goal, deflected goal. He tired second half. But overall, I'm going to give it to Leno. I thought Leno was great. I want to give Vinicius a bit of a call out as well. Yeah. I doubted his presence up limited service. Beyond limited service, the one chance he had, he took it. So a call out to Vinicius. I think that will give him a hell of a lot of confidence. Obviously, Mitrovic will start again on Sunday, provided he's not injured. But I'm going to give it to Leno because I thought Leno controlled from the back and looked a class. He's probably our best signing, value for money we paid Arsenal. Class signing, and we talked about upgrades people wise. He's been 100 upgrades from Marek Rodak. Sorry for our Rodak fans, but I feel extremely comfortable with Rodak.
2-0 Russ. 2-0 Russ.
Okay, so I agree. I'm going to go with Bern Leno as your man of the match. I'm going to share some comments. This is from Wayne Walden. Leno was man of the match for me. This is from Black, White, and Fred. I like that. Andreas for man of the match. Close second, Vinicius. Chris Goodwin's going man of the match. Andreas Pereira, outstanding game, and one hell of a ball for the winning goal. Leno, very close second. I like that. Steve Turner, Andreas. So we're getting a lot for Andreas Pereira. Dave Cronin, Leno or William. So I'm going to keep them coming. Dave Nicholson, Leno for the save off the deflection from Tosin. And finally, I like this one. You guys are going to like this. From Sean Kennedy, man of the match, Gentleman Jim, for managing to avoid exploding at the end of the game. So great stuff. And Emilio, thank you for being such a trooper here, for finding a way to at least end the show with us. And thank you so much for doing it, my friend.
No, apologies for all the technical issues. I don't understand what the problem is. Normally it's 100% reliable. Fulham flag, we should be proud of this team. And, second time I've seen Fulham beat Chelsea in my 40 years.
That's
so,
great,
very proud of this team. So keep it up, the FA Cup run. I think we can breathe even more easily now. Let's play a strong team against Sunderland and believe we can get to Wembley as well. The Cup's there for the taking. So yeah, very proud of this team. And sorry if I've lost my voice and had technical issues.
No problem, Emilio. I'm going to wrap up the show, but we do have some more comments.
Come on.
This from Peter Walden, Leno. We got a lot of man of the match are still coming in. Chris Goodwin says West London is white. So I understand where he's going on that. Let's see. We got some great comments. This is from Isaac. Leno, man of the match. The almost assist and goal from Vinicius. Pereira, a close second. So I got some great comments. But listen, I've had both of you on way too long because it's way too late where you are. So I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everyone who joined us live. And thank you for all of your support with all the shows we've been doing lately. Just thank you. But to join us late here, I really appreciate it. And as always, as I say, subscribe on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. But that's going to do it for this episode of Cottage Talk. The Fulham Shadow and Steve Reynolds in Spain. I'm Russ Goldman. Thank you as always for watching and listening to Cottage Talk, now part of the talkSPORT Fan Network.